This is a Public Square Live, Real America's Voice exclusive. Co-chair of the RNC, Lara Trump.
Thank you, Erin. Great to be with you.
Let me first say, I'm so sorry for what your family is going through.
Of course, they've come after all of us. May 30th was something different. Once you cross a line, it's very hard to come back from it. It's just pure communist in tactic. Think about the future. This is dangerous.
Biden donor, by the way, Judge Marchand, showed us that our justice system is not so just.
We raised a record-breaking number. We raised over $34 million. 50,000 people donated to Donald Trump for the first time ever. Thank you, Joe Biden. We just got 50,000 more voters for Donald Trump.
No matter how many times they try to push him down, he continues to win.
If you are a person who is going to cheat in this election, we will find you and we will prosecute you to the full extent of the law. If you are a non-citizen and you vote in our election, we will find you and we will prosecute you to the full extent of the law, and that means you are leaving this country.
The real trial is on November 5th.
We only get one chance to save our country. Now is the time.
A terribly dark time in America. May 30th will be remembered, I would say, as a blemish on the face of America. And what the liberal elites are trying to do to your family is sickening and disgusting. And let me first say, I'm so sorry for what your family is going through. And it breaks my heart on a minute-by-minute basis. How is your family doing, first and foremost, and how is the president?
Well, thank you. We're all good, and in some terrible way, they've sort of prepared all of us in the Trump family for this moment, for right now, because if you think back to the very first time people ever saw Donald Trump in a political lens, it was him coming down the golden escalator, of course, in Trump Tower. And from that day, when he came down and announced he was running for president as a Republican, he's had a target on him. They've been going after him, really unlike any other political person in history, at least in modern history. And it's amazing because not only did they go after him, but of course they've come after all of us in the family. We're collateral damage. We're always targeted as well. But this one, you're right. May 30th was something different. Once you cross a line, it's very hard to come back from it. And what the Democrats have done now by weaponizing the justice system successfully at this point, after that verdict was read against Joe Biden's #1 political opponent, is just pure communist in tactic. And if that is the precedent we are setting in America, if that's the standard now, then think about the future. I was very proud of what my father-in-law came out and said post-verdict. He said this should never happen to any American president. And he means that. It should never happen to him. It should never happen to Joe Biden. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, or independent. This is dangerous to who we are as a country. To be able to do something to someone where there really is no crime, where we all know, Erin, if you had replaced the name Donald Trump with literally any other name, this case would have never seen the light of day. They did everything the right way on the Trump team. The defense asked for a change of venue. They asked for a different judge, or at least the judge to recuse himself because he was incredibly conflicted. They did everything every step of the way to try to give Donald Trump at least some ability to succeed here. And every step of the way, they got the opposite. And so it is no surprise that in the liberal bastion of New York City, where you had a judge basically telling the jury, you can come out and do whatever you want, and we'll go ahead and find him guilty, that this is the verdict. But man, what a sad day for America, and really what a dangerous time for our country. It's such a shame to see.